Hey guys, welcome back to Laura's Little Luxuries. My name is Laura, and here on this channel I like to share all kinds of little luxuries that I bring into my life, even as I live on a budget. And today I've actually got a very interesting video. I thought I was opening a different bag, so this is actually take 2 of me recording this because I did this whole intro that was completely irrelevant to what I was actually opening. I know now what I have. I did open it and take a peek, but we'll do some more exploring together now that I actually know what the heck is going on. This box that I have from Portland Leather Goods today is part of a buy-sell trade project that's happening in one of the groups that I belong to. It's the PLG BST Outsiders group, and I'll link that down below if you're interested in joining the group. It's called the Sofonda project. I'm honestly not entirely sure how this project originated. I came into it a little bit late and just threw my name in the ring to be a part of it. But basically it's like a traveling bag project. So it started out with a grouping of bags. I'm gonna have to look up how many were a part of it. I'm thinking maybe like 6 bags and then a journal with each of them. And the goal of the project is to have everybody rotate these bags around and use them for like a week straight and document how they wear and then pass it on to the next person. So I received mine today. I didn't know which one was coming to me. It came in a box that just says, it's like a small goods mystery box, which is not actually what's in here. So I thought that this was a medium crossbody that I had ordered through BST for myself, but it's not. It's the Sofonda project. So that's a really interesting bag to open today. So let's get into it. I'll show you guys which one I got. If you want to go join that BST group, you can see all the other bags that are involved in the Sofonda project. But I have a nice neutral here. So what I received is I think it's a Cognac mini snap crossbody, which is a really nice neutral for this time of year. And then down inside of it, we've got a small snap journal in, I think, honey. I'm pretty sure that this is honey. But it's got a pretty nice patina on it. It does have some like scratches on it, so you can tell that it's been used. And the bag itself, I do think this is Cognac and not Grizzly because it's just a little bit lighter. I've never had a Cognac bag, but this is very soft. I tend to avoid ordering smooth leathers for bags like this because I love the squishiness of the pebbles. But this is so nicely worn in after, you know, a few weeks of people carrying it that it's kind of making me rethink my stance on the smooth leathers because this is soft and nice. And I mean, you can tell that it's been used a bit. It's got a few bumps and scratches on it, but it still looks pretty darn good. The back of it is even softer than the front. Look at that. It's like wanting to puddle. That's nice. And I do like a snap on my mini crossbodies. I don't typically carry a mini crossbody. I find it to be just a little bit small for what I need day to day, but for the next week I will be carrying this and I will keep you guys updated on how this is wearing as well. I'll also document it for the group. And I think that we're supposed to keep notes in this journal as well and keep this with us so that we can get a sense of how the journals wear. It's already got some notes and it's got some instructions inside too. So let's read through the instructions so that I don't accidentally do this wrong since I did come into this kind of late. So the first entry is dated September 10th, 2025. So this project's been happening for a couple months now. Let's read the rules. Please ship priority to the next user, tissue wrapped with an unscented bag. So I will probably just keep the box and the wrapping that this came in so that I know I have it when it's time. Take photos and add them to the album in the group. Please refrain from spraying perfumes in or near the bags. I definitely will not do that. You're awesome, so slay your day. And this should be fun. Okay, so the first little entry in, let's see, the rules were over here. And the first little entry in this journal says, hello, if you're reading this, that means you're participating in the PLG BST Outsiders Sofonda Leather Project. Thank you. Please use the bag and this journal as you would your own. We want to see how they hold up to daily use in all conditions. I wish you good health, happiness, and a heart filled with peace and love. Melissa. And Melissa is the founder of that PLG Outsiders group. And she's a really sweet, fun person. So we've got some other entries in here. I guess I'm gonna read these to you guys. If you don't want to hear the entries, you can skip to the next part, but it's really fun to see who else has had this bag and read about it. And I am gonna have to double check on how long I'm supposed to keep this for, but I think it's a week. So the next entry was 10 days later on September 20th. And this says, "Wahoo, I'm honored to be the first to get this beautiful bag. I kind of wish I was the last though. I'd love to see how soft this bag becomes. I hope everyone who gets this bag enjoys it as much as I am. This is going to be an interesting journey." And there's no signature on that, so I'm not sure who had that bag or who had this bag for that second entry. The third entry is another 10 days later, September 30th, 2025. This is the same person. So she says, "Today ends my journey with this lovely leather. I'm so impressed with the quality." Oh, and then in parentheses, "newbie here. And how well this bag went with everything. It's been a great time and I can't wait until the next person gets this. Wishing everyone peace, love, and granola." And then it was signed D. So I'm not sure exactly who D is, but D was the first person to have this bag. The next entry is not until almost a month later, October 20th. This was Leslie. She says, "This bag is impressively soft. I've so enjoyed my time with her. I wish I knew her age. Cognac is a beautiful leather. Can't wait to see how she looks at the conclusion of her journey. Safe travels." So that was, again, October 20th. And then it looks like she sent it off to the next person. And this next entry comes from, I don't know, I'm so bad at reading other people's handwriting. I'm so sorry. I think that says Annie. And Annie wrote this entry on November 11th. So I guess that's who I must have received it from. Yeah, the return address says AMD. So I'm assuming that that's Annie. And that was only like a week and a half ago. So that says, "What fun this has been. I usually do not carry or own brown purses. This one is a nice brown. I usually carry bigger purses. That said, this purse made me get a black pebbled one." So she liked it enough that she went and ordered a black pebbled mini crossbody. "This purse is so soft and squishy. I had foot surgery, sadly, after getting this purse. This purse was good to have. I was able to use it while on my crutches. Sorry it took me longer to forward it on. I'm very restricted, but able to go anywhere. I'm very restricted being able to go anywhere since the surgery was on my right foot. I also fell in love with this journal. I will be keeping an eye out for one in all 3 sizes in my favorite colors: orchid, Cosmo, Empire, mulberry, forest green, and pebbled black. Enjoy this purse. Thank you for letting me be a part of it. I hope I can do this again. Annie." So that was the last entry. Again, that was November 11th. It took her a little while. She had surgery. So Annie, I hope that you're recovering from the surgery. If you ever end up watching my video, I think we all understand that life happens, and totally fine that it took you a little longer to get it to me. So I will keep this bag for about a week. I will send it on to the next person. I'm going to have to figure out who that next person is. But all that information is in the group. So again, if you're interested in this project and applying to be a part of it, it's like a luck of the draw sort of situation. You just submit your name and the group of people to be considered, and then whenever it's time to rotate again, Melissa uses like a spinner to choose the next recipients. So you can go toss your name in the hat. I was lucky to get chosen, and I think I'm going to check in with Melissa to see, should I keep this for the full time or should I use it for a few days and then send it on to get it back on schedule. So I will check in and follow up with you guys about what's decided. But for the next week, this is my bag and my journal. So looking forward to using it. It does have the original crossbody strap with it. I'm also not sure if I'm allowed to use my own strap with this, so I will check in on that. But probably they want me to use the original strap to see how this wears. So I'll probably just be carrying it over the shoulder. It's a nice little shoulder carry with this strap. And this will go with everything that I plan to be wearing for the next few days, so it sounds like a good plan to me. I think I'm gonna get dressed, get ready to go to work. I'll dress this up, and then I'll show you guys my final look. So here's the outfit today. This is obviously my jacket that I'm wearing over my top, but it's a green, like, jersey little top with some, like, black jeans, and I'm just wearing sneakers. So Really nothing fancy. I'm heading to work. I'm just gonna be in my office for the afternoon, and then I will be having an evening meeting tonight at the church. So I wanna be comfy but also look relatively presentable. So let's switch into the bag. I am wearing black pants, so I'm hoping that my Cognac brown bag will be okay with that, but figure it's all like neutral enough that black and brown don't clash anymore, right? We've decided that we've moved on from that. All right, I've been carrying my large Sloan in nutmeg, so I'm gonna just swap over and I'll show you guys as I move things so you can kind of see between these two different styles what fits. And I have had mini crossbodies before, so I know generally what fits in here. I also know that it's typically just a little less space than I prefer, but I think I can fit all of my stuff that's in here currently. It's just, it doesn't work for like my laptop or other bulkier items that I sometimes like to have with me. But that's okay. For this week, I will just carry my laptop separately, no big deal. So I'm gonna put my Eclipse down at the bottom. And this does fit nicely down at the bottom of a mini crossbody. And then I'm going to put my chili red taco tassel in. I'll put that in front of the Eclipse. I'm going to drop my keys down at the bottom. And I'll put my Sabrina wallet on top there. And then I also have my little mini envelope that has my medical cards. And there's no pocket in the mini crossbody, so I'm just going to slide that down behind the Eclipse. Then the last item that's in here is my taco tassel in nutmeg. I could hang that on the outside like as flair, but I think that I'm gonna just toss it in the bag today. And there we go. The mini crossbody is pretty full with all that stuff. I can still snap it, so we'll get it snapped closed. And then now I need to pick out some decorations to make it festive. I'm thinking I could just swap my squirrel flare. That's what has been on my Sloan. It's pretty cute, but I've been carrying him for a few days and I kind of want to try something different. So I'm gonna pick a different flare. I'm thinking that the monarchs are gonna look really cute. So I'm gonna put on an O-ring. And I think I'm gonna use the orange flower that was already on here. This was just maker made from a purse pal that sent me a little extra with an order that I put in a while back. And then I'm going to put my monarchs on here. It's difficult. Okay, there they are. Pretty cute. Now wait a minute. I've lost the journal already. What the heck? Oh. Okay, the journal got lost at the bottom. It was already in there. You guys probably already saw that. I just didn't see it as I was loading it up. So let's get everything back in here. That makes sense as to why it was as full as it was. So I do have the journal, and maybe I'll put this on the outside pocket. Okay, so here it is all packed up. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like on. All right, so here's what it's looking like all loaded up. This is what it looks like on the body. I like to just carry it as a shoulder carry. I could lengthen the strap and do it as a crossbody, but this works well for me. So this is my look today. I feel like this is gonna be a really good neutral to carry for the next week. I will keep you guys updated with how this is wearing. Again, this is Cognac. It's super duper soft. I did read in the Facebook group, I went over to like look at the album, and I read that this is an older Cognac that is known to be squishier and softer, so new Cognac might not be quite as soft, but this is lovely. So if you've been on the fence about trying out a Cognac bag, I think you might like it if you like just a really neutral, soft, smooth leather. So I'll keep you guys updated. Please go ahead and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Click that bell icon so you get notified every time I post a new video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.